Yo, welcome back to the reality, guys. Brett here to talk about the season finale, the last two episodes of The Ultimate Fighter, the season as a whole, Team McGregor versus Team Chandler. We finally have the winners from the bantamweight and the lightweight divisions that are going to face off today at UFC 292, and we're going to get two crown champions of The Ultimate Fighter. So in the past two episodes that just happened, we had the finale. Cody Gibson secured his spot, being the oldest guy removed from the veteran team, and was able to take out Rico Desculio easily. And now he's going to face off with Brad Katona in the UFC pay-per-view for the finale, or this was the finale. And last week we had Kurt Hollowball secure his win to face Austin Hubbard in the UFC 292. So I think my official winner picks for this finale or this UFC pay-per-view event, we're gonna have to go with Austin Hubbard. I think he's just gonna get it done against Kurt Hollowball, probably grind out a decision. And then the one that's a little more tricky is Brad Katona versus Cody Gibson. This one I could see going either way, honestly. Brad Katona is very safe, but Cody's kind of a killer, and Cody's got a good body size on him. So it'll be really interesting to see this one play out. I know there's a little bit of drama in this most recent episode of The Ultimate Fighter, and Cody and Brad do not like each other. So we can jump back into that. So the actual finale episode that we have, we see Cody kind of trying to overcome his MCL tear, and he's going to face off with Connor's only team winner, Rico, the real Slim Shady, Desculio. Connor's going all in with his boy Rico, trying to get him prepped and ready to win this fight. He's the only horse in the race for Connor, except I guess Brad sort of joined their team, but whatever. The episode kicks off. They have a crawfish boil in the backyard, and I was wondering where, like, this house has a tennis court, a pickleball court, a basketball court, whatever it's got going on. Like, they have not shown this to us one single time, but apparently they had this freaking super sweet setup in the backyard that we don't see till this episode when Chandler comes over for the crawfish. Really wish maybe we got some more house content, some more drama. I know what we do end up getting is we get Cody beefing with Brad in the kitchen about some crap where they hated each other the whole season, or everybody hates Brad. So I've heard interviews of them on the backside, and apparently Cody is Brad's number one enemy, or they hate each other. Like, it's for real. Other people might be okay with Brad, but Cody, he hates Brad. Connor, of course, also takes his boys out to dinner, nice steak dinner, buys them all shots, steaks, whatever, gives them $1,000 in poker chips. It actually looked like Brad wasn't even there at the dinner, so I guess he's unofficially part of the team, but getting straight into the fight. So Rico ends up slipping at some point, like in the first 30 seconds or a minute, and gets absolutely pummeled by Cody. Cody just jumps on him, locks in the triangle or whatever, the body triangle, and just beats the crap out of him. And eventually he gets a head and arm choke and makes Rico tap with 30 seconds left. There was even a moment in the fight where Rico he escaped. Cody fell over the top of his head, and Rico, instead of just like backing up and keeping it on the feet, he sort of like fell back into Cody, and Cody immediately was able to grab a leg and get another takedown, which is when he immediately went over into mount and then subbed Rico. Rico threw a little hissy fit at the end of the fight and was super pissed. Obviously, he messed up. And just not a good showing from him. The dude that had a sick knockout in his earlier fight and was the only one on Connor's team to get a win. But that's how the cookie crumbles, baby. Jumping one more episode back over to episode 11 of The Ultimate Fighter. So this was the one where we actually get a really good matchup. We get Kurt Hollowball versus Jason Knight. Jason Knight was one of the guys I pegged as a potential winner of this whole show, and dude, he got absolutely dismantled by Kurt. Kurt was beating the crap out of him. Their game plan was to stand on the feet and bang and just put on a show and get them both back into the UFC because they were boys, both on Team Chandler. But dude, Jason Knight just couldn't catch a break in that fight. Kurt, everything he threw was landing pretty much, beating the crap out of Jason. I was very shocked to see it, but it was a great performance. And Kurt ends up taking the win on that and getting a finish. So we'll see him face off with Austin Hubbard. Like I said earlier, I think Austin Hubbard just has more tools in the shed, and it's probably going to get the W on this one, honestly. Might be boring, but I think he can do it and get it done. So we'll see. Also in this episode, we had the Coaches Challenge, which is a staple. If you haven't seen before, there's a Coach Challenge one time every season where the coaches can face off in some weird carnival game type, endurance, athletic, whatever. And this time it's an ice tub trivia, which I believe is probably the first time they've done this. on the show in I think 31 seasons. And dude, they were in that ice tub for a long time. And I don't know how they did it, and the trivia questions too were pretty freaking difficult. I think I didn't know most of them, but Connor ends up taking the win on this one, despite maybe some of these questions taking a jab at him and his loss to Khabib. Sorry, bud. But Connor gets the win, and he gives his team money for winning. And like they say, the rich get richer, baby. And well, here we are. We have reached the end of The Ultimate Fighter, Team Chandler versus Conor McGregor. My overall thoughts on the season were that it was whatever, man. Like there were some good moments for sure. I think the very premiere with the do as you're told thing, the build up, the angst, everything going into it, the piece where Conor loses every fight and shoves Chandler's face. I mean, it was a decent show. There wasn't a ton of drama in the house, which, as you know, reality TV show watchers, we like that kind of drama. I've been a big fan of The Ultimate Fighter just because I'm a huge fan of the UFC. So I always enjoy it. But as far as a reality TV show, it's not really the best type of reality TV show. There's other things you can watch if you're really trying to find the drama in the gameplay and stuff. There's really not gameplay or anything going in. I still would rank Survivor, Big Brother, The Challenge way better than The Ultimate Fighter just from a show standpoint. But I do enjoy it. I'm super tuned into the UFC as a whole, and I like watching these new guys come in, and I like watching fights. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the season. You enjoyed the reviews that I tried to do. Life's busy, so it's hard to get one out every week. And who knows when the next season of The Ultimate Fighter will be. But thanks for tuning in. Please make sure to comment, drop a like, do something like that. Let me know what you thought about the season. And go check some of our other content out. I know I'll be doing Big Brother. Survivor's coming out in a month. The Challenge just also started last week. And of course, whatever other shows are on that Bill and Brian like to talk about, like the lovey-dovey island shows. So catch you next time. See you.